Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
No, there are other options in this world. Other options. You don't need to go to college. You don't need to get a master's degree, but you don't need OnlyFans either, okay? Otra vez. Sácate, man. You need to look cute too. You want a shot too? Okay, ready? You want a shot? You want a shot? Another shot. Another shot. Another shot. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. What? All right, we are trying something a little bit different today. So you guys know usually when we do lifestyle vlogs, I film on the weekend. If you saw the Hello, It's Me vlog from last weekend, I told you that with our schedule, with me working from home, with Mateo and I both being neurodivergent, with the kind of anxiety that we get when we don't know what to expect, like we both hate surprises, it was really important for me to kind of block off our summer in a way that we would have some sort of structure. Now, I want you guys to consider a few things. The first one is that Mateo and I are both neurodivergent, which means, well, I have ADHD and I actually have the version of it where I do have hyperactivity, as you can tell, and my mom would probably vouch for, and so does Mateo. And Mateo's hyperactivity is pretty extreme, and it also is it's very hard for him to control his impulses. So if he thinks something is a bad idea, it won't matter, he'll just go for it. And me, on the other hand, I get so overwhelmed with my long list of things to do that I just get really upset. And so it comes off sort of like moody or snarky because my mentality is like, I have all this to do. If I don't do it, I'm a failure. Being able to understand that after 37 years has helped me feel so much better. And it's actually really helped me emotionally with how I feel about myself and how I treat my family. So it's been a huge, amazing, beneficial discovery for all of us. Now, along with Mateo and I both having ADHD, it's super important for us to have structure, because if you leave us to our own devices, we won't accomplish anything, like at all. We will be either super hyper focused on one thing that doesn't help anybody or anything that's not important, or we will literally just sit there and snack. And so for us to have a schedule, it helps control our anxiety or our shame cycle of I'm not accomplishing anything. And it also makes us feel like there's no surprises. If I have a doubt, a question, or whatever, I can go look at a schedule. And so I did get a little bit of negative feedback when I showed you guys our temporary schedule, or like my initial design. And I didn't take offense to it because I think there's a lot of details and information that are missing, like ADHD, or my background in teaching, or I don't know, knowing my own children, you know? And so I really wanted to experiment with you guys. I was like, you know what? I am well aware that the schedule is very structured. And the boys and I had a meeting yesterday. They love when I call meetings. I'm like, all right, guys, it's time to call a meeting. You know, I treat them like employees, like pretend. All right, guys, we're gonna pretend you guys, we work together. This is a company. And they get super excited. They come down. Mateo has a clipboard. Please don't tell him I told you. He comes down with a clipboard because he thinks he needs to take notes. And so I was telling them, I'm like, this is a schedule that we will follow on days that we don't have any plans. Can we still go have lunch? Yes. Can we still go watch a movie? Of course. Can we still just throw the schedule away and go to the park? Absolutely. Can we still do our meetings, doctor's appointments, whatever? Yes. So while the schedule is structured, it's also teaching us to be flexible. And that's mainly directed towards Mateo, because if he sees 10 items on the schedule and we veer off schedule, he also gets triggered. So if you have a child like mine, you understand. And so it was very important for me to disclose, like, this is for this, but we could still do this. So anyway, factoring in your feedback and factoring in my own suspicions of
maybe some of these activities have allotted too much time. I wanted to do this trial or this experiment with you guys on camera. So what I've done is I've set an alarm for every hour block that I did on that schedule. I have put this schedule here on the refrigerator and one in each of the boys' bedrooms. And we're just kind of going to do it together and see how well it works. And at the end of the day, talk to the boys and be like, maybe we don't need this much time for this. Maybe we need more time for this. Maybe we need this, you know? And so kind of working that in together. In our meeting yesterday, we talked about the schedule and I said, this schedule doesn't free you from your chore chart. You still have to do your chore chart. You still have to do it when the time block is on there. You still have those expectations. If you still, would like to help me, or you see that the dogs need to go out to the potty, or you see that there's a water bottle that's empty, I don't want you to just focus on this is your primary responsibility. This is in addition to your expectations, making your bed, changing your clothes, brushing your teeth, your normal day-to-day expectations. So instead of going to school plus your expectations, now you're doing your summer schedule plus your expectations. Oh, okay. And it sort of just clicked. But again, they're 7 and 10, and today is trial day. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you didn't see last weekend's vlog, this is the schedule that I showed you guys, and it wasn't done when I showed it to you then, and I did print it out a few times, and I wasn't happy with the color, and it was hard to read. Basically, we broke down our day. For the days that we don't have any plans, there's a me column. Mateo is my 10-year-old, and Daniel is my 7-year-old. The day is basically broken down into 30 to 60 minute blocks, and it provides options for if they finish a task early. And I broke things down into independent activities versus activities that they do with me. And if it's an independent activity, there's a list for it. If it's a mom activity, there's a list for it. And so the most important for me on here is that they become a little bit more independent. Like here, it says make your breakfast. Usually I hand feed these children, and I want to sort of start to make them a little bit more independent, like help me make lunch. You can do it. I can help you, with the microwave or whatever they decide to eat. If you want to make a smoothie, I can help you, but sort of start to make them a little bit more independent, because I would feel so proud if they become self-sufficient. I'm not in a rush for them to grow up, but I would be so excited to have children that are contributing members of society in their relationships, in their friendships and everything, and become a little more independent. I was very specific in some of these, it says help Daniel make his. So they're responsible for making their own breakfast, but he's responsible for helping his little brother, which I try not to put too much responsibility on Mateo, because you get a little bit of parentification and resentment, and I don't want that to happen. I don't feel that with my brother, and I don't want them to feel that with each other. Help mom with chores. This is when I'm making their lunch. So while I make their lunch, they can help me make lunch, or they can catch up on their chores. Summer Bridge is something that's really cool. It's a workbook program that prepares your child to the next year. So Mateo just finished 4th. So his Summer Bridge is 4th bridging into 5th. Daniel's Summer Bridge is 1st grade bridging into 2nd, and it's literally only 15 minutes a day. However, I'm grouping this with some reading time. So if they finish their 2 worksheets early, then they have to read. That will keep their language, grammar, spelling, and reading skills sharp. And then we have a few activities down here that we will do together, or as a family, or spend time together, or go outside. The morning is very independent, because that's when I need to edit, catch up on my emails, follow up with engagement with you guys, like on comments and videos and things like that, sign contracts if I have a Zoom call. It's all in the morning. So this is very important for me to be independent, because I work full time from home. It's just a few hours that I'm like, as much as you can be independent, be independent. And then towards the end of the day, if you want mom's here. And I showed you guys this already. These were lists of activities they can do independently. So I provided lists for them, because when they have to make a choice, they get overwhelmed. It's another thing of being neurodivergent, is you're like, what color is the best? I think I'm leaning towards blue. What's the history of blue? Let me look into blue. Ooh, I don't know if I like blue. What about green? What about yellow? And you just never make a choice, and you get stuck in this cycle of overwhelming yourself. So if I give them a list to choose from, they choose from the list and that's good. And these are the activities that they can do with me. And the reason these are to do with me is because they either involve an oven, there's a lot of small pieces, it's messy, I need to teach them how to do it, there's needles involved. And so it's something that we can do together, catch up, talk, bond, make memories, but also has sort of like a safety concern attached to it. So we're actually starting the schedule today and we're starting it at 8. Right now it is 7:49, so we got 10 minutes before we're ready to go. But I will tell you this, I need a lot of grace, and not from you guys, just for myself, because this is a big undertaking with small kids, staying on schedule, and just for my own self, my own sanity, and not getting overwhelmed. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be a little tricky, but I know there's potential, and that's what really motivates me to be excited about this. We have a therapy appointment at 2 p.m., so we will definitely interrupt the schedule at some point, and we're expecting a storm all day long today, so that should be interesting. So this vlog will basically be a day in the life of a stay-at-home full-time work mom, a work full-time from home, stay-at-home mom during the summer. A day in the life, let's try this again. Today's gonna be a Tuesday, a day in the life of a work full-time from home mom and stay-at-home mom during summer break. Yay! So if you don't think that this would be helpful, beneficial, or useful, please feel free to skip. It will not hurt my feelings, but you guys know in every vlog and every time we do these vlogs, there's always something useful. There's always something you want to get, like an Apple Watch band or this cute tank top. So if that's something that might inspire you, then stick around. Parker's actually not here. He left at 5 this morning. He's trying a new summer shift, like a 5 to 2, so that he could be around in the afternoons, you know, and spend more time with us, so it's not so hot on his drive home, all of that stuff. So maybe he'll be here, but you guys are gonna spend the entire day from start to finish. So hopefully this vlog is a success, but you know what? Even if it's a total show, I'm still gonna share it because that's who I am.
What do you want to eat for breakfast, little chunkies? Bacon, apple, yes, please. Whole or cut it apple? Whole.
Bacon? I can help you with the bacon. What cereal do you want, Max? Captain Crunch?
Wash the apple.
Yes, always wash your apple. There's bugs on it. Which is when we do summer bridge. And I was telling you guys, summer bridge is where we bridge previous school year to upcoming school year. And it's a program that you can find on Amazon, you can find on the internet, super easy. It just consists of one workbook, that's it. It's a skinny workbook, it has flashcards in the back. So it's a way that if you want it to be simple, if you don't work from home, if you just have 15 minutes a day, it still allows your child to be kind of flexing that muscle and stay fresh so that when they start 5th grade, they're ready to go and they didn't take like a really solid break. So Daniel's working on the 1 to 2, Mateo's working on the 4 to 5, and it's only 15 minutes a day. Each section, each day it's broken down. It's titled up at the top, so it says day 1. Section 1, section 2, day 16. If your child wants to work ahead, I would recommend allowing them to, but not skipping too far ahead. I would say maybe 2 to 3 days at a time, because it is only 1 to 2 worksheets. However, if your child loves to race through things and isn't very thoughtful along the process, then I would not allow them to like zip through it. So definitely, if your child takes their time and just really is interested in like the school activities, then definitely let them do 2 to 3 days at a time, but I wouldn't do much more than that. So what the book looks like, it's kind of broken down. It explains it to parents, like how to pace it. So it'll introduce your first section, it'll introduce your word list, and it'll tell you day one. Day one for Daniel is reading comprehension. It titles the subject up at the top. It tells you which day it is, and it gives the child clear instructions on what they should be doing in just this section in bold letters. So what do you have to do in this section?
Read the poem.
Okay, and you can read it out loud or you can read it silently. It's up to you. Okay, when you're done with that, let me know. Mateo's day one is mixed math practice and language arts, and he's almost done. Okay, you guys, so right now it is 9 o'clock, which is 1 hour of independent time, and the boys picked to do the craft vault, and they basically have this little box that has all kinds of little tools in it, and they can do whatever they want, any kind of project, any little, I don't know, just any kind of project that they want with whatever is provided in this box. Mateo's very familiar with the hot glue gun. I let him use it. They also have glue and scissors and things like that. So let me show you what the kit looks like. And this is one of our Amazon finds. So it is a giant arts and crafts vault. It looks like this. It has 2 drawers, and the boys already pulled them out. And you can tell the vault itself has like these little feather boas. It has pipe cleaners, pom-poms, glue. It should have everything that you need to just open and get started. See, it has glue, it has scissors, it has, oh, what is this? Oh, you already got started? Sorry, buddy, did I mess it up?
Yeah.
You're gonna need hot glue gun for that one, okay? Because wood is too hard to glue with just regular white glue. So I'll set it up and Mackie can help you, okay? These little googly eyes. It has the regular kind of googly eyes. It has little gems. It has little crystals. So if you guys have like shipping boxes or any sort of construction paper and things like that laying around, it might be good, thank you. It might be good to add it to this pile. So like extra construction paper, a glue gun, glitter pens or things like that. Definitely not loose glitter, but like glitter glue. I think there's some in here actually. We got some glitter glue, and work on a surface, like this is a metal table, so work on a surface that you can easily wipe down and they can use unsupervised. Did you get glue all over yourself?
Yeah.
Did you get glue? Y'all, it's 11 o'clock. It's time to make lunch. Mackie's wrapping up his project, and since right now it's time to catch up on your chores, to help me make lunch, Mackie's gonna wrap up his project. So you have a few minutes to finish up, more than a few, okay? So don't stress out about it. Do you wanna show me what you did? All right, let's see. Give me a little presentation.
So I was trying to make a lion on a grass behind a human, like, because it was chasing him.
Oh, that's real cute.
But I was done early, so I added so I made like a wild boy.
Oh, so a boy is riding the lion?
No, I just put that up so it feels like he's wild and he went out of his home.
Oh, okay. And what are you wearing there? Did you make that too?
Yep.
What is that?
A bracelet.
Oh, that's nice. I like the beads. Look at that little toe on my table. Look at the little toes. Little wrinkle monkey toes. And then
George.
this is real serious over here.
He's trying to make us something.
Is it stuffed inside?
Yeah. Well, not really, no.
Oh, okay. So Mackie wanted to make a squishmallow. Look at his face. How cute is that? So you want nuggets and a smoothie?
Yes.
Nuggets are gonna take a lot longer. How about macaroni and cheese in a smoothie?
Yeah.
That'll be in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah? We're here for a little lunchtime check-in. So a few things. I think the 30 minutes for lunch is probably a lot of time. So I have an 11 to 11:30 time block where the boys catch up on chores, help me with lunch, or I prep lunch. Usually I make 3 square dishes during dinner, typically, unless there's a lot of starches. Like today we're gonna do breaded pork chops, but the pork chops are breaded with saltine crackers. So I typically don't do an extra starch because I'm also doing carrots. But usually for dinner, I do 3 separate dishes. During lunchtime when the boys are home, I will do something that's usually pre-made, like a frozen nugget, frozen pizza, and then a yogurt and a fruit. Today we did a smoothie and Daniel wanted mac and cheese. Daniel's in like a phase right now where he will eat as much food as you put in front of him. He eats almost twice as much as Mateo, which is 3 years older than him. But Mateo also doesn't have a really big appetite during the daytime. It's not until later in the day, once like, I'll put it here, and then he gets like super, super hungry. So those are the few things I would say up until now. That's the washer, by the way. Up until now, too much time to prep. So I would even do, since the time before lunch is independent time, I would use that as lunch prep time and just eliminate that block altogether. The other thing is we have a 2 p.m. appointment today, so we won't be here during that time block. So we won't be able to test it out. But so far, I think we've done well. The summer bridge is not difficult, but I do think that they need guidance. Significant guidance to stay on track and to not feel overwhelmed. Like Daniel gets a little bit overwhelmed with the instructions and he'll answer them, but if he's answering them incorrectly, no one is there to assist him. So that I would say is something that requires probably more of a hands-on approach. So if you guys aren't working from home and you're trying to do a summer schedule, I would do that at the end of the day where you could sit and do it with them, like alongside them. With summer bridge as well, Mateo was able to finish in half of the amount of time that Daniel finished, so he did some supplementary reading. So that doesn't take away from his reading or quiet time that he has to do this afternoon, but he could also choose to practice Spanish or do piano instead. So it doesn't cancel out the reading that they have to do later, it just enforces that that 1 hour of summer bridge is educational. So if they finish early, great, they can read. If they don't finish, it doesn't matter because they have a whole hour to do it. So Daniel had, I think, how much time did you have left over after summer bridge, puppy? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Just a little bit, right?
7.
How many?
7. Mateo says 7. Specifically 7 minutes. That's the check-in. And I think Mateo actually finished his craft. Do you want to show it to us?
No.
It's not ugly.
It's very ugly.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, it might burn itself down.
I might burn myself?
Yeah.
What's inside of it?
Maybe.
Beads? Look at that. You can't leave Mateo alone with like glue, scissors, craft paper, whatever, because he's gonna turn it into like a machine, a train, an animal. Like, he is so creative. I don't know. Like, I'm creative, but like crafty wise, like this, my kid is a little artist. What's in there? Oh, did you use all the beads?
No.
When this craft box arrived, I have to be honest with you guys, when this craft box arrived from Amazon, I was like, what are we supposed to do with this? It's a bunch of sticks and pom-poms and I guess you need to be younger. Like, this can't be pickled in order for you to envision crafts with it, you know? Anyway, that's our check-in. When we decide what we're gonna do for our next independent time block, I will show you guys. I'm a little nervous that we're kind of gonna fall off the wagon because we have that 2 o'clock appointment, but our appointment's at 2, so 2 to 3, we'll be back by 3:30, which is quiet time, dinner prep time, so I think it'll be okay. I think we could swing it. We just got home and we are pretty close to staying on schedule besides the 2 blocks that we missed with our 2 o'clock appointment. So 3:30 is usually when I do dinner prep, start dinner, or even cook dinner just to be ahead of schedule. So I'm actually gonna have the boys help me because it's a meal that is not easy but requires prep, and they're actually really good at that. So I'm gonna have Mateo on carrots, which he already knows to peel and slice. And then Daniel is gonna help me with the mixture for the pork chops and also crushing the saltine crackers. So it's a very easy recipe. I'll leave it down in the description box below. And it's also a cool recipe to have your little ones help with if they're comfortable using a knife, or if you're comfortable with them using a knife. So he and I are gonna do some smashing and measuring, and then and then this one here is gonna do peeling and cutting, and then we're gonna cook. And this is these are the magical moments right here. Can you show me your face again? Okay, so maybe we're eating dinner 30 minutes early, but we were all starving. This one came home early. We usually eat dinner super early because the boys go to bed early. So we have dinner between 4:30 and 5, and then they have a snack right before bed around 7:30. And so today, we're 30 minutes early, but everyone's super hungry. If you guys haven't made these saltine crusted pork chops, you are missing out on life. What do you think about our first scheduled summer day?
That's good.
Honest thoughts.
That's good.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Do you think that it's fun this way, or do you think it would be more fun without a schedule?
We need to add another mom break.
We do.
Like 2 only me and Daniel and 2 you. 2.
Oh, so another activity with me?
Uh-huh.
Even though I did breakfast with you guys, and even though I did summer bridge with you guys, and even though I did aqua beads with you guys.
Uh-huh.
So all the activities you want with mom. What about you, mister?
Excellent.
It's excellent. Do you like summers with the schedule, or do you want to try a day without no schedule at all? What do you think?
Both.
Both. So mix it up a little. That's a good idea. And what do you think about dinner?
Good.
Yeah? Thanks for your help. You know?
I ate a green cracker.
He did. He totally dipped his hands in the saltines that he was coating the raw pork chops with and then ate them. So let's hope we don't get trichinosis or E. coli later. What do you think about dinner?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thanks for cutting the carrots. You guys, it is 7 o'clock. We are rounding out the day. The boys are grabbing their last snack. Holy mackerel, have I looked this amazing all day, Daniel? Woo! So we have been on severe thunderstorm watch all day, and right now is like the first glimpse of it. The windows are rattling. What are you feeding my dog?
Oh, Leslie's trying to eat the cheese balls.
Oh, did he get one?
He's trying to like keep making up.
Did he get one? So Daniel is obsessed with those tubs of cheese balls. You know, the ones that come in like the giant, non-decent size tub. You want to show everyone your tub? Can you go show me your tub? So we have had a very, very full, very successful day. I have to say, I'm very proud of me. I'm very proud of the boys. I'm very proud of the entire day as a whole. We had a really good time. I think the only... Does anyone else have a child that's the same size of a cheese ball container? Because that's my little man right here.
Leslie.
His dad pulled up to the house yesterday and he's like, hey, Daniel, do you want some cheese balls? Look at this. It's like the size of his whole body. And this little man was like, and Parker's like, Daniel, these are amazing cheese balls. And he goes, they're cheddar cheese balls, and my dad picks the best ones. It was like the cutest thing ever. They're like all raving about cheese balls. Anyway, okay, so let me tell you, my peak has been the entire day. The whole day has been full of peaks. It's been super successful. Holy mackerel, watch this. You guys, just pay attention, concentrate so you can tell how strong. See that? Holy heck. It is windy and it's raining hard and the water's cold. As I was saying, my entire day is full of peaks. The majority of it is peaks. You know what is not a peak? And we're gonna talk about it in an Amazon video. Where's your...
Oh, you want my chips?
Okay, we're gonna talk about this in depth, like in deep depth in an Amazon video of all the kits that I bought. If you are looking for a kit that you want your child to do and self-entertain and do it themselves, do not get this kit. Mateo is actually able to do one of them, and I do have to commend the kits because they come with YouTube videos, so they can actually sit there and watch it and do it themselves, but it's still a very challenging task because it requires a certain level of skill and stitching and things like that. And so it was a project that I had to do. Like, I had to sit there and I had to do it. Daniel couldn't do it. Daniel is 7. Mateo's 10. He did it. I would say if you have a 10-year-old or a very, 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 very mature whatever-year-old, so 10 and over, it would be a really good project for them. Otherwise, you got to sit there and either hold their hand through the process or do it yourself. But we'll talk about it in that video. It is a cute kit. It is a fun kit. If you have a tween or a teen that loves to stitch or sew, it might be very entertaining for them. But man, I poked myself, I sat there for hours. It was one of those things where it was like 17 hours later. Do you want to show me your thing? Like the other one that we're talking about? So, do you guys want to talk about some neighborhood drama? So, you guys know that when you have friends that are like really close in age, they argue or they fight over the silliest things. If you had a big family with lots of cousins growing up, you realize you fight over the silliest things. We were having a play date a few months ago, and one of our neighbors came down crying and told Irma that Mateo said something absolutely horrid and horrific to him. And we were like, oh hell no. Like, I'm that mom that's like, where is my kid, and I will hang him by the tongue, you know, if he's being a jerk. I will not tolerate someone being mean. So I was like, Mateo, ven para acá. You know, so he comes down and the other, he will remain unnamed for privacy reasons. And so we were like, why are you crying? What's upsetting? What did he call you? And he goes, Mommy, Mateo called me a potato chip. And he was bawling, devastated. And of course, Irma and I were like, in mom mode, we're like, okay, well, if that hurt his feelings, that's not nice. And then they walk away and we're like, and so now it's like an inside joke where I'm like, well, you're being a potato chip. Well, speaking of potato chips, look at what we found online. It's a stuffy that is a bag of potato chips. Look at the back. It's like literally a bag of potato chips. The top opens, like open the top, and you pull out the potato chips. I thought it was hilarious. This is something that is a very hilarious inside joke, and it's something that we're going to embarrass them in the future. You know, either their high school or college graduation, maybe their wedding. Share the potato chip story. You're gonna be like, hey, you know, mother of the groom here, and he's being a total potato chip, y'all. Anyway, I am going to list and link anything that we talked about in this video. If I've already done the Amazon video, I'll link that one too. Today is kind of an unconventional vlog. It's a little bit of a different vlog, but I felt kind of inspired and I just wanted to go with it. And the fact that these two nerdos were excited, I was like, yeah, let's ride this wave. I don't know what my outro is. I forgot everything I say because of what's happening behind me right now. Like, I don't, like, do I even want to end this vlog? Because I don't, what is it?
Subscribe!
Yeah, there you go, subscribe. Anything and everything you saw in this vlog will be listed in the description box of this video. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, mwah, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!